Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. This is the preview of West Ham's third away game, the second in as many weeks in the 23-24 Premier League season, where we travel to Bedfordshire to take on Luton Town at the Kenilworth Road Stadium this Friday evening, 8 o'clock kickoff live on Sky Sports. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts. So go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending directly on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter to help put food on the tables for those that are less fortunate than you and I. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt or a very nice polo. You'll be saving yourself a few quid. And as I said, you'll be helping out those that are less fortunate. So guys, as always, there is timestamps down in the description below. I keep forgetting to say it. But if you want to jump ahead to any point in the video where we're looking at different things of the video, then by all means, please do. But I do hope you'll watch this all the way through. Now, the official for this game is, the main official, I should say, the referee is Paul Tierney, who was on VAR for the Chelsea home game. His assistants are Neil Davis and Scott Ledger. The fourth official is Craig Pawson. On VAR, there is John Brooks, and his assistant is Steve Meredith. So, yeah, it's not a bad lineup, to be fair. I just hope Paul Tierney doesn't bring up his tyrant persona like he normally does, especially bearing in mind it's going to be on telly. Now, the last time we played Luton Town away in a league fixture was all the way back in April of 1993, where we lost 2-0. So it's not really relevant to go into that because the squads, the owners, the whole bloody lot of both teams have completely changed. Now, of course, as we know, Luton Town are Championship playoff winners, but they are sitting rock bottom of the Premier League after losing 2 games. We welcome back former Hammers Reece Burke and Dan Potts, of course. But unfortunately, Dan Potts is injured with an ankle injury, so we won't be able to get to see him. He may be in the stands, but we won't be able to see him play. We'll come on to a few more injuries a little bit later. Now, Luton have let a few players either leave on loan or on a free, but they have brought in some not bad players, to be honest with you. Left back Giles from Wolves for 5.85 million. Attacking midfielder Chong from Birmingham for 4.7. Centre back Anderson from Barnsley for 3.5 million. Centre forward Brown from Stoke, and defensive midfielder Nakamba for 2.9 million pounds each. Then costing the club to spend 22.75 million pounds. And of course, we know centre midfielder Ross Barkley has joined from Nice, and right wing Ogbini, I think you pronounce that, has also joined, both on free deals. So, yeah, to be honest with you, I can't really think of anybody else other than Ross Barkley that will maybe give us a bit of a tough time, and I'll go into that again in a little bit longer, in a little while, I should say. Manager Rob Edwards seems to prefer a 3-4-1-2, and their style of play is playing with long balls, attempting crosses often, attacking down the left, taking lots of shots and playing in their own half. They are strong at stealing the ball from the opposition, but they are weak at protecting the lead, keeping possession, finishing chances, defending against through ball attacks, avoiding individual errors and set pieces, and are very weak at defending against skillful players, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas, and defending against attacks down the wings. Now, from a West Ham perspective, that suits us right down to the ground. Now, I do feel a little bit sorry for Luton. I thought they would, don't get me wrong, they've had very difficult opposition. You know, their last Premier League fixture was Chelsea away, where Sterling got a brace and Jackson got his first Premier League goal as well, for that matter. Losing, what was it? Was it 3-1 or 3-0? One of the two. Isn't bad for a campaign against Chelsea. It really isn't. But I do feel sorry for them. I was kind of thinking they'd give it a bit more of a go than they currently are. But you never know. Things could change, and I hope they don't change this week, that's for sure. Now, looking at Luton's injuries, as I say, apart from Dan Potts, they've also got an injury to centre midfielder Clark, who's also out with an injury. Both him and Dan Potts are expected to be out until late October. Centre-back WHU is out with a knee injury until mid-September. So, players to look out for. That's a little bit of a difficult one, because I caught here and there of the Chelsea away game for them. But Morris looks like a bit of a player. He's strong at winning aerial duels. The goalkeeper Kaminsky is pretty tough as well by the looks of it. Centre forward Adebayo, I think you pronounce it, is quick. He's good in the air. As Ross Barkley, as I kind of hinted at earlier, I think we'll have to keep an eye out for him. He's going to have to point for prove after failing a failed move from Nice and a failed move. While at Chelsea, and Lockyer the centre back seems strong and good in the air as well. So we've got to kind of find our way around this. I think I've got a funny feeling this might be quite a physical game. It's going to be intense. We'll be doing the watch-along, guys, as well, for that matter. By the way, the watch-along, I've reinvented the scoreboard for the, fourth time now. It's something really special. So please do hit the subscribe button and make sure your notifications are set to all so you know when we're going live for that, because I don't want you guys to miss the debut of the updated scoreboard. You guys are absolutely going to love it. Slight hint to it. That's all I'm saying for the moment. But you have to tune in at Friday night, TFL depending, for the watch along. Now, turning to West Ham, we've gone on an unbelievable start. Yes, okay, Dennis was quite rightly put to point out that we were top of the league at the start of towards the end of August in the 21-22 season, where we were unbeaten for 4 games, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's regardless, to get 7 points from 3 games above anybody's expectations in any shape or form. You know, there's still a few days left to go, but obviously the transfer window closes of the night of the watch along. So unless there are any last minute deals, which I don't think there will be, West Ham is getting them done relatively soon. But at the same point, there's still a few deals still to be being worked on. The kid from Corinthians, Etikite, I think it is, from PSG. There's also a few other things. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing a 11 o'clock transfer window night one, because I'll be too tired after doing the watch along and then having to do that as well. But you never know, things may change. Subscribe. Now, looking at West Ham injuries, it's only Souček that is out because of the concussion that he picked up against the Brighton game. Aguerd is back for suspension, of course, because he picked up 2 yellows while playing against Chelsea. And Mavropanos is pretty much out until the middle of September, but we kind of knew that already because he was suffering with a mild back injury, which is meant to be very, very limiting. So, as I say, he's been training on his own for the last couple of weeks. He's due to be back to probably full training within the next week, maybe 10 days. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to seeing this kid make his debut as well. Kudos as well, for that matter, could easily be in the squad for this game. I really, really do think he will. I don't think he's going to be in the starting 11, but we might as well talk about it now. So yeah, as I say, we've got a lot of new players to look out for. I can't see Kudos starting in any shape or form. I'm guessing he'll be on the bench. You know, Alvarez was just superb against Brighton. Made a couple of mistakes, like a lot of people did, to be fair. But at the same point, guys, it was a great debut from him. You know, he's looking like he needs another couple of games, and I do think Luton is going to be the perfect opposition for him to learn what it's like about playing British football and in the Premier League at the same point, because I reckon Luton are going to go a little bit too old school for certain players' liking. Obviously the ground is very old school, as we know, but yeah, this is the starting 11 that I think Moyes is probably going to do about 80 to 90% of this starting 11. Again, it kind of picks itself, but at the same point, because of the new players, we have no idea who's going to be in the midfield or in the defensive midfield positions. But this is the starting 11 that I think David Moyes should be putting
Areola
out
in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Zuma, Aguerd and Emerson. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in the defensive midfield positions, with Bowen, Paquetá and Benrahma in midfield, supporting Antonio up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. As always, comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on anything that we've talked about. Please do like, share and subscribe as well, for that matter. We've had almost 2,000 people watch this channel over the last week, which is phenomenal. Obviously, about 1,100 of that was because of the Kudos video. But yeah, and also, but we've had a lot of people that you're not subscribed. We're getting a lot of returning subscribers, viewers as well, that again aren't subscribed. So please do subscribe. You're really, really missing out if you don't. And also, for that matter, yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and you'll see me Friday night, hopefully on time from about 7:45. Hopefully, as long as TFL behaves itself, it's Friday night. And yeah, but anyway, come back on Friday for the watch along. Come check out the new scoreboard, and I'll see you very soon. All the best now. Take care.